What's up, guys? This is your girl Coco, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Kiki'ing with Coco. If you are new to the show, welcome. Let me just tell you a little bit about it. Basically, I have my friends come on the show and we kiki about whatever the topic is, and it can range anywhere from life in general to but more so an emphasis on relationships. And so today I have with me my homegirl, Tierra. Tierra, you want to go ahead and say what's up?
Hey, y'all. It's me again.
So if y'all have been listening to my show before, Tierra's been on the show a couple times. And basically, like I said, it's a Kiki session. And so we're going to go ahead and kick off this episode with the Drink with Coco. And the Drink with Coco is typically a drink recommended by the guest on the show. And this week, Tierra did recommend this drink, and we called it In Your Feels.
Yes.
So you want to go ahead and tell them why you call it that?
So the drink is white grape Ciroc with, what is it? The
White
Cran.
Peach
ocean spray. It's so good, y'all. With just a splash of
club soda.
Yeah, club soda. But the name of the drink is In Your Feels. So because it's so good, y'all, you're just gonna be drinking and next thing you know, you're gonna be in your feelings about something. It's a sneaky one. Be careful, okay? Use with caution.
But it does taste really, really good. So, but I think that's kind of like with any drink. But I just think when you already going through something and say you walking around the house, you cleaning up and you have a drink and then, you have another drink while you doing something else. And before you know it, you be like, God damn it. But
why am I crying?
So I think this is one of those drinks say you and your girls having a moment, like your friend going through something, this would just help bring that all out. And then once you done, you get it all out, then you good, but you still had a good drink at that time. So go ahead, try this drink out. And again, if you try it out, hashtag Drink with Coco and tag Kiki'ing with Coco on Instagram. And just let us know what your feedback is on the drink. And we're going to go ahead and get into the word on the street. So last week we talked about how Cardi B filed for divorce from Offset. And I kind of figured it wasn't going to last for long because, Cardi B's birthday was just this past week and she was living her best life. He giving all his elaborate gifts per usual. And next thing you know, she posting talking about she took him back because she missed talking to her best friend and she missed, having sex with him or whatever. So, so what you think about them getting back together?
I think they can do whatever she can do whatever she want to do. They are married, and I feel like once you make that commitment, for a full-blown marriage, you gotta weigh your options. Sometimes you gotta teach a lesson, nigga, I will leave your ass. You don't believe fat meat is greasy? Okay, let me file these papers. Now get your shit together. But if she want to take him back, then, by all means, I'm not in a relationship. Nobody else is but them two. You know what I'm saying? She know what's best for her. I don't feel like Cardi B is a simple bitch. I feel like, yeah, she street, she hood, whatever, but she got some good sense about her, I will say. I just never questioned her on her moves because Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, when she was talking to that New York, when she was talking to that dude in jail, and she was faithful. The even there, but she was faithful to him. Tommy, yeah. Right? Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy.
So I'm if that's what she want to do, she a good one. She got some good, she got a good head on her shoulders. I feel like that's her man. She could do whatever she want to. They married.
So my thoughts on this is I'm in total agreement that, this is their relationship. We ain't in it, for whatever reason she took him back. that's what she want to do, and I'm cool with that. And if she was my friend, I wouldn't be upset with her because she took him back. And so I've seen people on Instagram talking about he's an abuser, a class A abuser,
So
whatever, because he's a manipulator, whatever. Yeah, he buying you nice gifts and that's why you take him back. But
who's to say that's the reason though? Like, and even if it was it's her justification. So what?
Yeah, but I don't think that's the reason she took him back. And when you in a relationship with somebody and you can genuinely call that person your best friend, it is hard to leave somebody that you talk and laugh with every day. Like, you have more than just your relationship in common.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's her reason for taking him back, then go ahead, girl, live your best life.
Right. You can't live your life based on what other people think, because you'll be miserable. But girl, go and live your life. Like, that's a whole, not to say that this is a good justification, but that's a whole celebrity too. You want somebody to have what you got.
Yeah.
And then you already know, like, obviously you wanted it, you liked it, you loved it, you got married. You can't just up and just wipe your hands, I guess, when things get rough. But you can teach a lesson. Like I said, you don't believe me? Like, if you're not doing this, I'm telling you this is what I need to be happy or, secure, whatever the case may be. Who knows what they got going on? I do know he cheated, though. I remember that. That was a while back. But, I mean, who knows what's going on? And if that's what she had to do to show him that she was serious, then so be it. And it's none of our business, really.
And I just feel like it's a lot of us out here with some dysfunctional relationships of our own. And so I just feel like it's not anyone's place to be like, girl, leave him. Because when she's sick and tired of being sick and tired, she will leave on her own accord. And I feel like she got enough sense to be like, okay, I'm out. Like, this demon dick is not gonna keep me. You know what I'm saying?
No
like,
matter how good it is.
No matter how good it is, this demon dick is not gonna keep me. So, I just feel like let them do them. A lot of y'all also out here bitter because y'all ain't got no man.
Right.
So
be the first ones, girl, leave his ass so I could be single with your ass.
Misery love company. Right. So, if you bitter and you like, girl, leave him, mind your business. And if you just feel like, let them be great, let them be great. Like, it ain't none of our business.
I tell you what, though, when she do leave his ass, or if she do, it's going to be a bomb-ass album.
Facts.
It's going to be a bomb-ass album.
I know a lot of people, off her album, the one song where she basically saying, like, she tired of dealing with him. Like, the one line is like, oh, you want to send news to my man, wake up and see your boobs on the gram. That song, she got one line on there. She say, put a teaspoon of bleach in your cereal. I just feel like she gonna come up with some crazy ass stuff to say about whatever is gonna help her get over it.
It's gonna be good, and trust me, I'm gonna be blasting the shit, okay? I'm gonna learn the words, too. I'm gonna sit there and learn them words. Like back in the day. Listen, word for word.
Girl, I used to be sitting there writing down the words like, okay,
stop, rewind.
Let me write that down real
fast.
Girl,
Who didn't?
But, yeah, so Cardi B, live your best life, girl.
Yes.
Take your man back. Enjoy your man until you tired of his ass.
Look, if he ain't get the picture after this, like, if you done foul and he's still fucking up, then go and foul and follow through.
Yeah.
But girl, do you live your life? And they got a child together. It's like things get a little more complicated when there's a child involved. Everybody, wants to get a kid the best life. Let me not make it work necessarily for me, but let me try for my child. My child deserves this, this, that, and third. But, girl, live your life and forget all of these 9 motherfucking factors.
Facts. So that is it for Word on the Street. I just thought this conversation correlates directly to what the Hot Cup of Cocoa is this week.
Yeah.
So Now we're going to move over into the hot cup of cocoa. So, this week's hot cup of cocoa is all about going back to an ex. And I personally can say I will go back to an ex in a heartbeat, because most of my relationships that I have with people, we don't ever end badly. It's like, I mean, there are a few instances where it'd be like, okay, I'd never be with you again. And then there are certain people that I've dated, and it's just like, we probably just didn't work out because of long distance. Maybe it was me that didn't want to do the long distance. Maybe at some point back in the day, like, the dude wasn't in the same space as me as far as like having a career, having money, that type of thing. And not to say like my man gotta have money or he gotta make more than me, but when I want to make moves, I want to make moves, and I want my man to be able to do the same. And maybe now he in a place where he can make the same moves as me, and it's just like, okay, let's revisit this situation, so that's my take on why I go back to my exes personally. Tierra, what you?
I don't go back. I just feel like when I'm done, I'm done. Like, because for me, I always try to explore every option before I leave. That way I know when I'm done, I'm done. Like, that's it. Like, I go back to my marriage, and then even before then, it's like all of my exes, we're still cool. I could probably call them and shoot the breeze if I wanted to, but I don't want to open that back up. Like, I'm done. I don't care if it was he's not ready yet, or I'm not in this place. I feel like once it's done, it's done. Like, there's no need to go back. You done been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I'm on my way now. Like, leave me alone. But
you done got caught up, child.
Okay, so that's typically how I feel. But I think the reason why I've made an exception is because it's like when you had something, but it was just wasn't the right timing. I guess the case you said where, they were where they were, not even financially, just, it was just the wrong time. Mm-hmm. So I'm talking, what is this? This like 12 years now. Mm-hmm. So backstory. Oh my gosh. Okay, backstory. I was dating this guy before I joined the military. He knew all about my plans to join. He was all for it. Everything was great. Like, you talking about puppy love. Like, love at first sight. Like, everything was good. Family, like, everything was good, right? I joined the military, and, of course, things slowly but surely just started to, like, dwindle away. Mm-hmm. Fast forward to, like, a month ago. I reached out. I was home. I never really just forgot about this person. They've always been like in the back of my mind, like, because we didn't really call it quits. It wasn't like a bad ending. Like, it wasn't no I hate you, or, like, it was just, okay, you're there, I'm here. Mm-hmm. And we were young too. So I was home and I was talking to one of my friends. He came up, and I was like, I'm going to reach out to him. But I was like, ooh, I don't want to be, no homework. I don't know what he got going on. I was like, fuck it. Just call him. Call him on Facebook. And he answered, hey, baby, what's up? And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, yes. Yes.
Welcomed you back with open arms.
I know. And, I mean, it's been a wrap ever since then. Like, when I tell you, and this is for real, when you have a connection with somebody, I feel like no matter what happens, what transpires, even if it doesn't work, there's always going to be that connection. And it's up to both parties to be an adult and be mature about it and see and explore, like, where should this go? Should we try? Should we just accept that we both just get along? Go back to your conversation about soulmates. Like, I feel like all of that is kind of intertwined. But when I tell you I never go back to an ex, but I don't feel like he was an ex. I think we just kind of just had to stop because of the circumstances.
He's
so it's
still
like
an ex,
we
even
was
though
on
y'all
pause.
didn't. Even though y'all
We
never
was on pause
said.
for 12 years.
Even though y'all never said, let's not do this, let's break up, he's still an ex.
We was
Because
on
you was
pause.
not with him for 12 years. He is still an ex.
I mean, okay, yeah. We both lived life in these long years. But I just feel like, I don't even know how to describe it, y'all. Like, it's just when you just feel good. When you don't got those, what is it, the angel on the right shoulder and the devil on the left. Oh, girl, it's like when it's just none of that. It's easy. It just feel good.
Like, it just feels right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, so, like I say, I go back to exes. The familiarity always makes it, a level of comfort when you go back to these people. And I think also when you go back, you can discuss possibly where y'all went wrong in the past. For you, y'all didn't necessarily go through anything bad to be like, well, this is where we went wrong, blah, 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 blah. But, and especially when that amount of time has lapsed, you've had time to live life, you've had time to mature, and you can understand, I think you can put into words like where you went wrong. Like, me personally, I have no problem with being like, this is where I went wrong. Or, typically when me and the ex, start communicating again, they can also own up to the wrongs that they've done as well.
I think that's very important. If pursuing a relationship is an objective, like if that's what both people want to do, those discussions are very important, because it's not like, oh yeah, we was good back then, so we gonna be good now. Like, no, you need to talk about things. Neither one of us are the same people we were back then. Mm-hmm. So we've had those conversations. It was, it wasn't a whole lot of finger pointing or like, oh, you did this, you did that. Like, it was just like, oh, I just wanted to spend more time with you. Like, dang, you out here on the block, and I just need you here with me. Like little stuff like that. And then too, having those like hard discussions are important as well. I feel like I don't want nothing to be sugar coated. I don't want nothing to be assumed. Mm-hmm. Like, I want everything to be black and white, because this, like, the way I feel right now is like this. I'm all in it. And listen, if you know me, that is never the case.
Especially when you talk about long distance. This girl be like, I don't want to do that.
I'm just not with none of it, because all of it is uncertain. But the way I feel, I cannot ignore. Like, I would feel like I did myself a disservice if I just, blew it off or treated it as something that's not important. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm about to do this. I don't care. Like, I ain't never had this damn attitude. Never. Ever. Okay. But, yeah, like I'm in it, but I feel like I do make it a point to have those specific conversations to make sure, number one, we are both on the same page. And then if we're not, we talk about it. I want to make sure that we just work. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to put work in a relationship.
Yeah.
Going back to somebody that you've been with is cool. And I feel like another reason too, where I'm just like, oh my God, is because it's like, I know he knows me. Mm-hmm. So being in the military, I've not like changed who I am, but I have to adapt. Mm-hmm. If picking up what I'm putting down, I have to, kind of be a chameleon and change to whatever kind of setting I'm in. Mm-hmm. But he know north side, straight from, I'm not going to say the hood, but, close to it. No, it's hood.
She from the Lou, y'all. So.
Yeah, like he know me, like where I came from. He know all my family. Like it just feels so like half of the stuff is already done, and I can be myself. That is, it's just like. Like I ain't gotta put on, and it's not even about putting on a show. It's just people know you, like from what they see, and when you go to try to explain something, or if you crack a joke and they don't understand, I'm like, oh, this whack ass, you know, like like this. But it's like he get me, he know me, you know where I came from. We could both look at something and just be weak. Like cracking up. It won't nobody else get it. But, you know, like, it's just that familiarity. But, I mean.
And that's why I like going back to exes. Like, you don't have that period of time like you trying to really figure out a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you like? What don't you like?
What's your favorite color, girl?
And I tell you, if I have to tell somebody one more time what my favorite damn color is, like, I'm gonna scream because that shit is irritating. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like going back to my exes because 9 times out of 10 we don't ever end on a bad note, and typically it just be my ass ghosting their asses. And when they pop back up, I be like, you still want to talk to me? Like, because I'm the toxic one.
Do you feel like, though, you left or ghosted for a reason? So why even entertain? Like, why go back?
So when I ghost somebody, okay, let's take this one person, for instance, that I ghost. Because every few years we pop back on the scene with each other. And, you know, I just fall off the radar at some point because he probably said something that I'm just like, hell no. But pretty much, so we started talking a few years back, but we went to high school together. And then, you know, social media always had you linking with folks. And so he hit me up one day and we started talking and everything was cool, you know, whatever. And then he started talking about,
she can't multitask.
I can't.
Okay.
But at the time, he was living with his mama and all this. And, you know, I've been living on my own since I was about 20 years old. So, you know, to hear somebody 25 at the time, 24 years old, something like that, talking about they still live at home, like, and I get it because, you know, being in the military, the money you make is allotted to pay your living expenses. You know what I'm saying? But most people fresh out of college who don't join the
out
military,
of college, okay, I can understand that.
Yeah. And he was a college kid, like, going to graduate school or whatever.
Okay.
But in the same token, it was just some things I couldn't jive with. And so I just kind of fell off the radar. Then, maybe about a few months ago, he popped back on the scene again. And, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm down for the cause, you know, whatever. And then...
Hey, big head.
He started talking about he don't know how to cook. And I need to do all the cooking. And I have already told myself that I would never be with another man who do not know how to cook because my ex-husband couldn't cook. And
what Cardi B say? She be like, I don't cook, I don't clean, I'm a hoe, you don't want to fuck with me. You don't cook? Can you try?
Like, in my house, my daddy cooked. So, for a man to be like, you know, my mama didn't teach me how to cook, you know, whatever, I think your mother did you a disservice.
Right.
Because you live on your own and you got to eat out every meal because you don't know how to cook. And so, I was like, well, maybe you need to try and pick up some pointers. You know what I'm saying?
Get on YouTube.
Like, yeah, like, it's so many ways you can learn how to cook.
Google.
And he was like... Nah, you can cook, you know, whatever. And I was like, nah, Like, I work a full-time job. We gonna share this load. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's like, I feel like when both people work, you know, you share the load. Like, maybe a couple nights out the week I cook, a couple nights out the week you cook, maybe 1 or 2 nights out the week we eat out. You know what I'm saying? But that's the plan that we come up with. It shouldn't be I'm cooking every meal. And then he was like, oh, I don't want to eat out if you know how to cook. Well, I'm not gonna be cooking every day, motherfucker.
Wait, I don't want to eat out if you know how to cook. Where is the ownership in him? Like, what he got going on? Can you cook for your damn self? How about that? What would you do if I wasn't here? Oh, you still eating out. Right, exactly. You'd still be eating out, nigga.
So, you know, I just kind of fell off.
That's zero and get you a hero.
You know, I just kind of fell off. And he fell off too. And so, you know, it's just, to me, like, in a situation like that, now, like, maybe the next time he resurfaces, he is one of those people that I won't take up on the offer.
Okay,
to be
so
like,
what if he be
again.
like, I went to culinary school and now I know how to cook. And I'm going to cook for you every day, baby. Would you give him the time of day?
If I'm single, you know, I might be down for the
So
cause.
that's just because. That ain't no, oh, I can see a future. That's, oh, yeah, well, okay. Let's see.
Let's see what other things, like what other dynamics. You know, like I said, if I'm single and he pop up and he be like, you know, I understand where I went wrong. You know, I tried to put all of this responsibility on you for making sure that we eat and not taking any ownership myself, you know. So I took what you said. I learned how to cook. You know, I'm not the best, but I can do the basics. You know, I can make breakfast. I ain't a breakfast person, but okay, you can make some eggs. Cool. You know, and the effort.
I feel like that's kind of like the gender role things. Like, he may just feel like he ain't got to cook. If he got a woman, that's a woman's job. Get your ass in that kitchen and make him some goddamn dinner.
Well,
that's what it sounds like.
I ain't never gonna be with no man that thinks that.
But that piece though, it may be just more than that. Like, it may be more than the cooking. Do he know how to wash his own drawers? Do you know how to clean? Like, I'm saying, like, those things, I feel like, because he's in a place to where probably all of that is still done for him. He's still living at home.
No. He live real well now. I'm like,
okay. You finna send the hey big head message.
Hey big head.
You finna send
like, he live in my part of, you know, he live downtown, nice little condo. I'm down for the cause, but he ain't trying to do no housework, and I work full time.
Like,
so
I just said,
if you can't do no housework,
Molly the
I
maid.
don't care. I don't care what kind of house you live in. Like, we doing this together. I'm not gonna work with
how
the way
you a maid, girl? If he got it like that, hire him a chef or whoever them people is.
He ain't got it like that. He just live in a nice place.
Okay,
but he ain't got it to afford.
He better put his resources together, child.
But anyway, he at this current moment, like I said, because
is he gonna listen to this?
Probably
Did
not.
he listen? Oh, okay.
No, girl.
Okay.
So, you know, I just think it's one of those things. And if he do, oh well, he can call me and we can chat about it.
Okay.
But, you know, I just feel like whoever I end up with, whether it's somebody from my past or somebody new, I feel like you said, we need to be on the same page. And if it's somebody from the past, we need to be able to discuss what the issue was in the past and why we stopped talking. And if we can get to the, you know, a mature place where we both on the same page, then we can progress and be together.
Yeah. I'm with that now.
Now that you in the situation.
I'm with that now. I mean, I have always just been a firm believer. Like, It's just no need to go back. You've been there, you already know, and then you're not in that same place you were at that time. Like it just makes more sense for me to just keep it moving, keep going with my life, new chapters, new experiences, new people, new everything. But to go back, it's just like nah. But
now I will say, because technically I don't, like, as far as serious relationships go, I only count 2. And I would never go back to those 2 people. Mm-hmm. But anybody else I have talked to in between those 2 people, there are a few select that I will go back to, and there are a few select that I would not go back to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so what I'm saying is everybody don't deserve a second chance. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But there are those who I have encountered in my past that, like you said, maybe the timing just wasn't right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a situation now where
your whole voice just changed. I'm in a situation now looking at
where I have known this person for over...
Yeah, she's smiling so hard right now. I just wish you could see her.
I have known this person for over 12 years. And he is like... I enjoy talking to him every day. And even when I don't talk to him every day, like, I miss him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so, we've never dated in the past. We've always just been really good friends. And now I think the time is just aligning for us to be something more. And I'm genuinely excited to see where this goes.
Yes, I'm excited for you, baby, because I can just tell. Because every time we talk, girl, let me tell you what Bleep said. Girl. And I'll be like, girl, let me tell you what Bleep said. Let me tell you how he made me smile and, things like that. But I'm telling you, that's the deciding factor for me to even entertain this situation. When I first called him and it was, hey, baby, what you doing? Like, hey, baby, what's up? It's like that energy off rip, like just from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Again. Yeah. It's like, I cannot ignore this. Yeah. You feel good. I feel good. And it's like, going back to these conversations, once you've talked to that person and everything is like on the table, we go back to the non-negotiables. We had that discussion. Y'all, okay, so I'm just not getting into this horoscope stuff. When I tell you Aries and Leo are a match made in heaven, I'm just not learning this. So all you Aries out there, get you a Leo and vice versa. So I'm a Leo, he's an Aries, and when I tell you everything was like, yes, you are 1,000,000,000% compatible. Do not ignore it. And I'm reading, I'm like, okay, all these websites can't be the same thing. And I'm like, Crystal, girl, look at this. And she was like, oh, so I think this means you should just take him serious. And, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I could not believe it. But everything I was reading was so true. Like, it's just that, I don't know, like, you just drawn. Like, it's just...
A moth to a flame burned by the fire.
Okay.
Janet.
Yeah. Something. See my desire. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's the way love goes. Woo! Yes, all of that. Like, don't ignore this stuff. Like, divine intervention. Mm-hmm. Like, all of this, I'm a true believer of manifestation. And the point in my life I've been in, and still now, is what's for me is going to be for me. And it's just going to happen. And it's just going to be good. Like, it's just going to be right. It's just going to feel good. And then this happens. And I'm like, oh, Lord, I done got what I asked for. And I don't know how to act. I don't know what to do. Because if, I'm quick to flee. I will say that. I'm quick to just, the cutoff game serious, okay?
Strong.
Very, but I'm just like, I'm so, like you just said, I'm so excited to see where this goes because this person just really, like, they got me. And it's only been, like, that long. Yeah. That snap one loud, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how to, there we go. It's been that long. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. But I'm down for the ride. I'm excited. Yeah, maybe we can do another episode and I can give y'all an update or something. I don't know, but
Yeah,
it's
we
good.
can.
It's good. Maybe you could co-host or something. It's good, y'all.
Ooh. So you know how we did that double date the one time?
Yeah.
What was that game called? House party.
House party, yeah.
Yeah, so I coordinated a virtual double date because you know COVID is a thing between Tierra and I and the guys that we were talking to at the time, and
it was so fun.
It was so good, and so you know, maybe I can schedule another double date.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. That's gonna be so fun.
Yes. So if you are long distance, there are definitely ways you can date.
You got to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
Like you have to keep the other person wanting. Like you can't just, hey babe, good morning. Hey babe, I'm at work. Hey babe, good night. Like that shit's like that's the quickest way to lose my interest. Once I'm like, I'm done. Like I'm just like, nah, this ain't it. I'm bored. But long distance, I mean, us being in the military, we gotta make it work.
Yeah.
And we did this double date thing. We cooked. So the guys were supposed to make the meals too, but
you know they can't never follow directions.
They did it, but we did. It was so. What was it? Oh my god, it was so good.
Some type of beef and rice, sesame beef and rice, or something like that.
I don't know, but the shit was bomb. I do remember that. But so we made it like a whole thing. You know, we cooked. All of us. It was like dinner and a game, or like something like
dinner
that.
Dinner and game night.
We didn't get to no games, but
no.
What did we? I don't
we ended up just talking, and you know, I did my Kiki'ing with Coco thing, and we.
Hey, okay.
And we Kiki'd.
It was a good time though, but I will say, you gotta like the long distance thing is it's a struggle, especially with the time difference and everything. But when you want something, you gonna do the work. Like you gonna do it. It's not gonna be a job. It's not gonna be like a chore. Oh, I gotta get up and talk to the nigga. Like no, it's not gonna be like that at all. You're gonna be like, oh, let me make sure I get up and brush my teeth. Brush my teeth, and he can't even smell my breath. But let me make sure I get up and be presentable. You know, when I get on this video call, let me take this hair tie off, you know, let me just get right, you know, like, let me do what I just did, okay?
That's what she do. I don't do that.
So I do.
I be like, one eye open. Hey.
I mean.
Barely woke.
I don't know, because, you know.
Because it's
like I said.
For me and him, it's an 8-hour difference between us. And he 8 hours ahead of me. So I'm literally like either on my way to sleep when we talk, or like during the week is on my way to sleep, or when I first wake up in the morning and he's at work, and that's literally just a text message. We may FaceTime if he ain't in a meeting or something, but
boss.
And then, you know, while I'm at work, he's at home and he can message me or whatever, and if I'm not in a meeting, then we can FaceTime or whatever. But, you know, the time difference, unless it's the weekend, we don't get to talk that much during the week. So
I'm about to see how this is, because I've been on quarantine for 2 weeks.
Yeah. So
I could just talk whenever, but I'm going back to work tomorrow. Lord, everybody say a prayer for you, girl, okay? So I'm about to see how this works. I typically already know, like, by the time my lunchtime here, he'll just be, you know, getting up. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, ooh, is it 11? Is it 12 yet? Like, ooh, let me make sure I'm ready. I know he's finna call. Like, like, ooh, damn. Time would be dragging when you be waiting on that phone call, but that goes back to me knowing, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, I don't have no doubt. And then knock on wood, I hope this is not the case. But even if it don't, I still really enjoy this. Like, this whole, I was gonna say movement. It ain't a movement, but it's a movement for me. Damn it! But like this whole experience, like, and just and that part right there.
Even if it doesn't work out, I think it's setting a precedence of what you should expect or how you should feel when you date somebody else, and know it's not going to be the same because it's a different person.
Yeah,
but the thought process behind being excited to date somebody
so
should be there.
Now that I feel this way about him, the you don't have to bleep this out.
The last person.
Yeah. I'm like, the fuck was you thinking? Like, girl. Okay, so y'all, I don't do the bitch word, but I'm finna call my damn self a bitch. Bitch, what was you thinking? like, I go back. It was an experience. Now, looking back, I feel like it was just something to do.
Yeah, it can
but
be
this one, right. But this one, I'm like, let's go. Balls to the wall. I'm all in. Like, this my baby. That's my boo.
Mm-hmm. Yes, girl. Yeah.
I hope he don't listen to this and be like, oh, I got her ass. I'm not sharing this link. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, I feel like, too, when you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like they be like a woman to see a man and she'll know if she gonna let him hit or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like off rip. I feel like it's kind of the same thing. When you just know you interested and you want to be invested in somebody, then you put in that work. You put in that effort pretty much.
Yeah.
From the jump. It ain't like, oh well, we'll see where this go. Like, yeah, you cool. I like you, you know. It's like, nah. You ate today. You remember that meme you just sent us?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. If I buy you some food, you better drop them draws.
Right.
You know what I'm here for.
Like if I'm doing that, then yeah. But it's a maturity thing too. Like going back.
Yeah.
On both parties. Like you both have to be like, yeah, okay. So now what? Now what do we do? We've addressed everything. Now what?
Yes. So I remember when me and my person had started back talking because so maybe back in November or December of last year we had started talking, and I kind of just ghosted him, and not because he did anything wrong. I had met my ex who passed away from COVID, and so I had kind of just ditched him or whatever because I felt like he was showing me more. So like I'm one of those people, I want instant results. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like,
what you mean?
Like I want that instant gratification.
Oh, okay.
Like I met him. I mean, we had already met before, but it was like this time when we met again, it was like, okay, we going to start dating, you know, whatever. It was like when we parted ways, he was like, I'm coming to London to see you, you know, whatever. And it took him maybe about a month to book the flight, but it was just, he was really busy, but he did it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, baby.
And so it was like, okay, I'm going to be with this person because he doing what I want him to do right now. You know what I'm saying? Versus...
because he wants to. Like, he want to be there with you. He want to spend that time with you. And actions speak louder than words.
Exactly.
So, going back to my guy. Before I left, he was doing the application to get his passport. Mm-hmm. And it's like, niggas talk shit all the time. Oh, I'm going to get my passport. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Before I left, he had the application trying to get the shit filled out. And now we waiting like, they ain't sent you an email yet? Like, he did it. And I'm like, that just speaks volumes to me. Yeah. Like, it's like, you for real. So if you in it, you just waiting for your shit to get together, you know, waiting for that shit to come in the mail. Yeah. Hurry the fuck up. Whoever, USPS or goddamn, I don't know where this shit go. They need to figure that shit out. But it's like, he put forth the effort already, and that's more than anybody has ever, not gonna say ever done, but like he's putting forth that effort, and
he's showing me
you right that he's definitely interested. He want to put in work. It's nothing to book the flight, you know. And I'm just like, yes, I deserve this. This is what I need. So I'm a show me type chick. I'm from the show me state. I need you to show me that you for real.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, we good. We good.
So for my person now,
I'm gonna start saying my person.
So basically he got left in the wind because Kobe was doing what I wanted him to do. And so now I'm talking back to my person again, but because I had, like, he was really feeling me and I had just fell off like I do. And so when we started back talking, it literally, like, we started communicating with each other again because he messaged me to congratulate me on getting promoted or whatever. And he messaged me before the results came out. I already knew I had made it, but
I didn't know that. You didn't even tell me that, girl.
I kept it. I like to keep it a secret because I just be like, I don't want to jinx it. But
I feel you. Because as soon as you start talking about some shit, it go wrong.
Yeah. So he messaged me, congratulations. We had kind of confirmed that I had made it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, this is somebody else telling me congratulations. But he reached out, was like, congratulations. I'm like, how you know? He like, because I know. And I'm like, don't act like you know shit. You know what I'm saying? And so we started talking again. And it was like slow at first. Like it was just, you know, just friends. Hey, how you doing? Whatever. And then I can't even remember how we got. Oh, because I think he brought up me ghosting him and was like, I know you started talking to another dude after you ghosted me, you know, whatever. And so I know how he know that I started dating somebody else. But, and I'm just like, okay, I got to stop telling this motherfucker my business because he going back and telling somebody else my shit. But, you know, he was like, I know why you had stopped talking to me, you know, whatever. You just could have been straight up about your shit, you know,
Ooh,
whatever.
Hold on. No,
and
buddy.
So,
no.
I'm like, yeah, I did, you know. But, you know, we're not a thing anymore.
Or ever. For that matter.
I'm like, me and him are not a thing anymore, you know, but...
Oh, I thought you were talking about you and your person wasn't a thing.
Me and Kobe.
Right.
And so, you know, so it was just like, we're not a thing anymore. He passed away, you know, whatever. And he, you know, gave me his condolences. Like, I'm sorry you had to go through that, you know, whatever. And I think it was me that was just like, you know, I'm open to seeing where this is going. You know, we've been flirting with each other for over a decade now.
Right.
Like...
Hey, neither one of y'all smelt it, but y'all all on it.
I'm like, we've been flirting with each other for over a decade. Like, I'm willing to show you I'm ready. I'm mature enough to put in the work this go round. You know, so one of the things I have realized, and the thing about going back to exes is you almost, depending on who is wrong, and like I said, 9 times out of 10 it's me. Depending on who is wrong, you instill some type of insecurity in that person.
In the other person.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I have to really, like, put in the effort to be like, I'm not going to let instant gratification come in between our situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and that's, like, long distance has never been something I have wanted to do. But I've also come to the conclusion that at this point in time in my life, the more I progress and rank, the less men are available to me. And so long distance is something that I have to take seriously now because there aren't men around me available.
Ooh, shit.
And so, but you know, it's always a young tender about somewhere.
Young baby.
You know
what though? I feel like I'm on the other end of that because I just never really, I've been to kind of go with the flow Like, yeah, okay, we'll see. Like, I'm never invested, like, from jump. Like, that just not typically how I operate. But now I'm like, oh no, like, boss of the wall. We finna try this. Like, I'm finna see where this about to go. And it's only because I had to be in this place, like, me on my own. Like, it's nothing that, I mean, he does contribute, but it's more so me, like, yes, this is how I feel. This is what I want to do.
Exactly.
Right. Like, I want to see where this goes. It's not no nonchalant type, oh, I'll cut you off in 2 seconds, type thing. Kind of like how it was. But I just feel like now I'm ready for it. Like, this is what I want. Like, when it comes to, like, all of the boxes is checked. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of the boxes is checked. We're just not in the same place.
Yeah.
And I would much rather have a civilian than a military husband. Like, I don't want no, like, if I could have my pick of the litter, I want me a regular, schmegular, degular,
degular.
Okay? Like, I don't want no punk ass military. I'm just gonna say, I don't want no punk ass military man. Like, I just feel like it's a lot of fakery. It's a lot of, oh, let me be like type shit. And I'm just over it.
So I'm also in a place. Well, my person is in the military, but I just know he ain't. I think he do what he needs to do to progress, but he is still the same person he was when he joined the military. Like, he made rank the year before. Like, it's from my peer group. I always make rank the year after them because he came in as an E3. I came in as an E2. So because of that little discrepancy in the data rank, I'm always the year behind them.
Right.
So
not necessarily behind, but just because of when you joined,
right,
the rank you had.
Right.
That's why. Right.
So he made rank the year before I did. And so he basically tell his people, like, I'm not joining no professional groups. Doing what I do got me here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, my nigga. Look,
he like, doing what I do got me where I am now. And if that ain't gonna keep getting me promoted, then it is what it is. I can retire at this rank and be fine.
Right. I'm not putting on no dog and pony show. That's what he's saying.
Right. And so for me, like, anybody I've worked with in the past, they'll tell you I don't kiss no ass. I'm just a likable individual. You know what I'm saying?
That you are. Good morning.
But I will join professional groups. You know what I'm saying? And not because I'm doing it to promote. When I join those groups, I volunteer for the things I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? That makes a
difference.
I'm not volunteering to host a promotion party just because it looked good on my records. You know what I'm saying? I like doing things that's going to motivate other people. And
I want to do what I want to do.
And now, being somebody of higher rank, my focus now is to try and develop younger airmen, and specifically young Black female airmen, because I've come to realize, like, these kids leave home and they parents ain't taught them basic shit like how to wash clothes
or how to do your hair.
Ooh. Anytime you think about something that you think an adult should know, I have dealt with these situations.
You don't know how to wash your ass.
Don't know how to wash your ass. Ugh. Don't know how to wash clothes. Don't know how to comb your hair. I have dealt with.
You don't know how to talk. Like, did you not grow up with the saying respect to your elders? Now, in the military, it's not necessarily meaning somebody older,
but somebody that
outranks you. Right. It's like, I'm not your bruh. Girl, I had to correct. It was some airman after the driver's class. It was some airman. He was like, bruh. I said, I ain't your bruh. Like, I had to bring it back down real quick. I was like, whose side? Like, don't go off on this little nigga. But I'm like, the fact that you feel comfortable enough to call me your bro, like, little nigga, like, come here, let me talk. Cause I had to pull him to the side. I was like, look, I get it. I'm black. We black. So this was at my other base.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I get it. I'm black. You black. But you can't let them win like that. You can't talk to nobody like that.
Mm-hmm.
Think you finna get away with it? Soon
Yeah.
as you do that, boom, you got a target on your head.
Yeah.
They coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
So
I'm a girl too. Like.
So when I had first put on staff, I don't think I was supervising him at the time, but I eventually ended up supervising him. And you know how dudes, like, when they talk to girls or, you know, when they interested, you know, they say slash shit. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna say to me one day, he say, girl, you better something if I bend you over this desk. I said... Pardon me?
Wait. You was a staff
I
sergeant?
was a staff sergeant. And he was like a A1C or something like that. And so I'm not easily offended and shit like that just don't bother me. You know what I'm saying?
Just a time and place
I
for
told
shit
him,
like that, though.
So I was just like, yo, I get it. Like, I can shoot the shit with the best of them. I said, I don't give a fuck that you said what you just said. Because it don't bother me. But be mindful of what you say and who you say it around.
Right.
Because I might not be offended, but somebody else may hear you and get offended. Mm-hmm. And then you got me in some shit I don't want to be involved in. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of the shit you say in front of and who you say it in front of. You know what I'm saying? So when we at work, don't play with me like this. Like, we didn't hang out outside of work. Yeah. But I'm like, at work, don't talk to me like this. Because I'm not your friend. We ain't friends, and we don't hang out outside of work. So don't talk to me that way.
Little nigga.
No. But you know, it's just one of those things. Like, my person is not the type of person that's gonna like he just say random crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't changed since the day I met him.
He real.
Yeah.
Like he real. He not
real.
with this. Let me play this game and be a good house or field. Like, he not just with that. And that's what I can appreciate. That's why I said, my man.
Her man. Y'all heard that. Her
right. Man. Yeah, I mean, I would just prefer a civilian over a military dude. And, I mean, come fight me. Like, it's whatever. It's how I feel. Just like Cardi want to stay with her man. That's how I feel. That's where I stand. It is what it is.
And so, but that's what draws me to him because...
Wait. My what she say?
He'll be up for
He'll
me.
be the up for me. My done did the shit before. Okay? He'll be the up for me. And her person will too. Okay?
Facts. So
been there, done that.
So, but that's what draws me to him because he is the same person he was when we joined. And you, like, when dudes first come in the military, they be real raw. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from, like, he from Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he big tough.
So, he with the shit. And a lot of people we came in the military with, if you think about it, it was during the time where the military was like really trying to get people to join. So they was taking anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so it was like a lot of hood people in the military.
It was.
But throughout the years,
they done got kicked.
They done got kicked out.
Roll back. And got rolled on out.
Right. Roll your ass right on up out of here. But, you know.
And now we left with the
simps.
Snuffleupagus.
We left with the simps. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. So, this is what draws me to him. And
that's why I went back to. Mm-hmm.
So.
Real recognized real.
Yeah. I just say I'm the last of a dying breed. You know, at work, you know, we have to tame ourselves and be professional.
Yeah.
But I have definitely found myself being taken back.
I was like, I don't want to be what I told him, I said, I gotta be the boss all damn day. I want to be the boss when I go home. And he was like, I got you. Like, it was probably like, shit, all right, baby, whatever you say, I got you. Like, because he understand. Like, I feel like I try to. Okay, so I try not to like over explain or like over talk a situation, but I still try to bring light to whatever it is I'm thinking or feeling or going through. And I'm like, so I was like, how are we supposed to do this now? How are we supposed to date? You know, and it was just a real conversation that we had, and we both agreed on what we agreed on. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, see, this is the shit that I've been missing. Like, this is the real deal, like the stuff that satisfies me, that fulfills me, that make me feel like, oh yeah, I got the warm and fuzzy, I'm good, I don't care how far we are, like I'm good. We had those hard conversations like, okay, well, what you gonna do when you and what you gonna do when you feeling, you know, like we talk about stuff like that. And I feel like this is just, it just feels so good, y'all. And then the horoscope, they didn't got me a whole story told in my head right now. Like, everything is just about to work out. It's just about all of the stars. It's about to align. And you know what? I'm in a good place. And can't nobody tell me shit right now. I'm on my Cardi right now. I'm with her.
So when we talk about horoscopes, I will say the astrology stuff, the horoscopes don't say me and Virgos are the best fit, but they say we can have a super deep connection once we get past all the other shit that we have going on.
So y'all got past all the other shit these 10 years. Mm-hmm. Y'all been knowing each other and just now deciding y'all want to do this. Yeah. I feel like y'all done vetted each other.
Yeah.
And y'all
we definitely done vetted.
Okay.
So
fill in the blank, y'all.
Yes, we done did the vet work. But me and Virgos have the best connections. Like, when I think about my most substantial relationships, even though I don't count them as serious, they have been with Virgos, have been the most substantial, emotionally connected, just perfect scenarios.
Girl, I'm thinking, so my ex and then this last one were both Pisces. Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Now, Leo women, I get along with Leo women very well. Leo men, my stepdad is a Leo, and he's like my best friend. But any Leo outside of him, man-wise, we don't mesh.
I don't even know, like, the Leo man. I don't even know what those traits are like.
When I think about how my ex-husband was a Leo, when I think about his personality and my stepdad's personality, dead on, same person. And relationship-wise, it just don't mesh well.
That's crazy, because you know they say the woman is attracted to her father.
And that's why I was attracted to him, because he had qualities.
But it just didn't work.
But it didn't work.
Yeah,
you know?
Okay.
So, yeah, but Leo men, I do not get along well with, except for my stepdad. Virgo men, I get along with very, very well. Yeah. So, and my person is a Virgo.
And my person is an Aries.
So, I'm definitely excited to see where this goes.
Me too. You in for me, girl.
Like, this, I think this is definitely a case of the ex. And I think when you, like, and I'll just go back to saying, like, when you go back to an ex and you can really, like, talk about what went wrong in the past or why you didn't work out, and can be like, you know, I know where I went wrong. When you've done the self-evaluation and, you know, that type of thing to make yourself a better person, I think it makes for a better relationship with a person from the past.
Yeah, when you can be honest, like, because you ain't gonna have nothing if ain't nobody truthful. Mm-hmm. If both of y'all faking the shit, then just don't do it. But when you have those, like I said, those hard conversations, you have it from the beginning, like both of y'all are adults about it. You can talk and feel comfortable enough to talk and express how you feel, like, without fluffing it up or, like, disguising it, you know, as anything. Like, when you do that, like, everything will just feel so much better. It will just be good. It was gonna be so easy, and it's gonna make you like want to be involved with that person even more. Trust me.
Yes. So if you have to go, if not, you don't have to go back to an ex. But if you decide to go back to an ex, make sure that you're ready to have those hard conversations, because it's going to come up, whether it is you bringing it up or that person bringing up the wrong stuff that happened in y'all relationship in the past. You have to be willing to have those conversations. So,
you want them to feel as comfortable as you do. Like, they could bring up something, you like, what? But, I mean, if that's the conversation that needs to be had to make them feel good, then do it. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. That's literally what you're supposed to do. Like, in that moment right there. You got to make them feel good, too.
And maybe one day my person will be on the show.
Okay.
But I've talked to him about coming on the show, because I am going to see him within the next couple months. In the near future, I will see him. And I've talked to him about coming on the show. So maybe he'll come on the show. Maybe y'all get to hear his side of the story.
Okay. Look, I'm going to be tuned in. Okay.
And how I ain't shit.
I'm going to have Google make me a reminder. Press play.
But yes. One day, I don't know if it's gonna happen when I see him, if he get on this show, but one day I will get him to be on the show. You got any last words you want to say, Tier?
So coming from a I don't go back type mentality to I done went back.
Got caught up there.
I got caught up in the sauce, but you know what? All in all, I just say, if it feel good, if you're interested, even if it is, because for me it's not, but even if it is, oh well, let me just see where this goes. For me, it's like, yeah, I'm finna do what I gotta do. But I mean, if whatever it is if it's satisfied for you to make you feel comfortable enough to pursue or to continue or just to have that conversation and get closure, and then who knows what might happen after that. Like, oh, okay, well, let me dip my toes back in this water and see how it goes. All in all, if it's what you want to do, then do it. Going back to Cardi, ain't nobody else living that relationship but y'all. Ain't nobody in the bed with y'all. Right, just do it. I mean, you only get one life. Be happy. If it make you happy in that moment, then fucking do it. Yeah, it's just that simple.
And if your friends want to be in your life, they'll shut up and let you be. I think there are moments where your friends need to come in and be like, girl, you tripping. But if the person you're with genuinely makes you happy, then go for it. And just a word of advice, like, I know we like to get with our girls and be like, girl, telling them all about your man, telling them all your problems, so she can
start sliding in them DMs. Like, it's a respectable amount of information that you share. It's like, I want my friends to feel what I'm feeling, and I even, like, I'll call and do whatever with that person around my friends, but it still should be a part of that relationship that's just y'all, because it ain't nobody else got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and you cannot talk about all your problems with your friends, because everybody ain't as evolved as me. You know what I'm saying? If my friends say, girl, my man cheated on me and I'm about to go file for this divorce, then I'm going to be like, girl, do what make you happy. And if you coming back around a month or however long later and be like, yeah, girl, we worked it out, we good, I'm going to be like, okay, girl, I'm here for you. Whatever you doing, I'm riding. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't as evolved as me.
Yeah.
The only time you gonna hear me say, leave him, girl, is when he fooling with your money and when he messing with your health. And in them two instances, I'm be like, kick rocks. But other than that, I'm not in your relationship. So, do you. And that's all I gotta say.
I feel like your friends, too, they cause they know you, they gonna know whatever you got going on, whatever you bring it to them. You gonna be like, girl, nah, like, why the fuck you do that? Or this tripping, or nah, you bugging. Like, you just gotta you need to pick some good friends.
Yeah.
You need to have a good circle around you, because even though you in this relationship with that person, it's hard to go through shit by yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's some things you can't go to your partner or your person, quote unquote. You can't go to that person and talk and tell them everything. Like, you need your other support system, but make sure it's somebody you can trust.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna be airing your shit or making you feel stupid when you want to go back. Like, whoever Cardi B friends are, I trust that they not making her feel like shit because she want to go back to her.
I think it's just social media.
It's just like, girl, okay, so what you want me to do? What do you need me to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like, after you told me all of this, what are you gonna do and what you need me to do? That's it. That's all you could be. And you know what though? When you get a good friend like that, you better keep their ass around, okay? Okay, Coco.
But yes, if y'all wanna, well, she don't post on social media like that.
Like, I'm gonna be better, y'all. I promise.
But
I got like 2 followers. I swear.
But if y'all want to follow Tierra, you want to tell them where to follow you at?
Tierra Andrea, Tierra Andrea. It's long, but that's my name. That's the government. Like, that's my government name. But I mean, it's me. That's why I chose that name, Tierra Andrea, on Instagram. Is it a name like that on Facebook?
No, it's just whatever you put your name is.
I don't know what my name is on Facebook. Stand by, y'all.
TRB.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
B?
No, your last name.
Oh. So Tierra Andrea on Instagram. That's where you can find me.
But, as always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I would like to really kick off the Ask Coco segment of the show. So if you guys have any questions that you would like some type of answer to, you can email me at kikingwithcocopod@gmail.com.
Spell that, because when I was trying to look you up, I kept spelling Kiki'ing wrong. And it's like, I know I should know, but I kept spelling the shit wrong. And I'm like, why ain't this popping up? So please spell it for these people.
It is Kiki'ing.
Kiki.
No, so on Instagram it's no apostrophe.
I was on YouTube.
I
was trying to look you up on YouTube, and I'm like, why ain't this shit popping up?
So on Instagram it is KIKIINGWITHCOCO. On YouTube it is KIKI apostrophe ING with Coco.
It makes a difference.
So go ahead, submit your questions. And you guys, so on my next episode, I have a sugar baby coming on the show. And so if you guys have any questions that you would like to ask the sugar baby, go ahead and email me at kikingwithcocopod@gmail.com. Or you can just hit message on Instagram, email on Instagram, and I will get your DM. Or if you hit email, come to my email. But, go ahead, submit your questions. I have the I'm Black 25 t-shirts in black now. So go ahead, order your shirts on the website, kikiingwithcocopodcast.com. And again, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all for supporting me.
Yeah.
And until next time, bye.
Bye, y'all.